A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton speaking to you all from this beloved country, Trinidad and Tobago, the land of my nativity, the land of my birth, Trinidad and Tobago, this wonderful island country that is in the blue Caribbean Sea, in the month of October 2019. Brothers and sisters, I was looking at a video on YouTube about this black Afro-American brother. He's very popular in the black African community and in the general public of the United States of America and around the world because he have a lot of videos on YouTube. I am listening to him verily. I see he's with Richard Dawkins, the atheist. He say that he's a Gnostic, an atheist. He do not want to say that he believe in God. And he said he's a scientist. And I'm listening to him very carefully. And my message to you, my dear friend, is that God is real. And the account of the Bible that the Bible give about God, or God reveal himself to the Bible, the holy pages of the Bible by his prophets, because the Bible is divinely inspired by God, using the prophets that wrote the scrolls. I want to let you know that the Bible is true. And you said that the creation is real and the creation is intelligently designed, but you fail to see a intelligent designer behind the creation. My dear friend, you need to wake up. And I, Eric Braxton, I tend to ring that alarm bells and bring that consciousness and awareness to you all. Because I recognize that you all are at the learnment of the world. You all are the intellectuals. You all are the college boy and the PhD boys from Cornell University, from Stanford University, from Johns Hopkins University, from Stanford and Collins University and prestige think tank institution of the world. And you all want to believe in all sorts of philosophies and ideologies of men, but want to deny all the creator that make you all and bring you all into existence for your purpose. I want you to know, my dear friend, this is a message personally to you and all like you, because you call yourself a Gnostic when you should be calling yourself a God believer, a Christian. My dear friend, I want you to know that God is real and this universe did not create itself. That master genius creator God, our Holy Father, and Jesus Christ, because Christ is one with the Father, as you see in the book of St. John. And Christ is the creator of the world. He created all things by the power of the Father. If you accept the Bible as a little child and start to read it and appreciate it, you will come to that understanding. But you all are rebelling and fighting against God, the Bible. Yes, and let me remind you, my dear friend, this applies to you. You will not escape this neither, because this applies to all men. Psalms 14, hear what it said. Not the animals that did not believe in God is fools. It said, the fool in his heart that say a fool in his heart say there is no God, and that applies to all men. So you are saying that God doesn't exist, you are a fool. I didn't say so, the Bible says so. But I do not want you to always be a fool. I want you to become an ex-fool now by believing in God. So that text will no longer apply for you. Apply to you. But since you are believing that God now, since you currently saying that God doesn't exist, then the text apply to you. That does not apply to the animals that are out of the trees, that apply to mankind. Yes, my dear friend, that's Psalms 14. Read it for yourself and not making up anything, my dear friend. And you will not change that, my learned friend. Neither am I will change that. Oh yes, I want you to know that. So my little friend, why am I saying this to you? I am saying this to you because I recognize that the road that you are walking on is on that road of destruction. And I'm simply saying to you, my dear friend, you need to become a God believer, because God is real and the universe did not bring itself into existence by itself. There's no Big Bang theory. And nothing cannot come out of nothing. Everything had to come out as something. Because my learned friend, that watch that you have on your hand, if I come and tell you the watch make itself and the watch come out of nothing, you will laugh me to scorn. You know why? Because you'll say Eric Braxton is a madman. He lived quite Trinidad and Tobago and he wastes his passage money just to come up here to tell me personally the watch make itself. And you're right. You all have a right to, you have a right to tell me I'm mad because you know there's a watchmaker and the man fixing the watch and making the watch because the watch is intelligently designed. Oh, you know that? Oh, you know that perfectly, Neil. I spell your last name Degrasse. You know that perfectly well. But when I tell you to look up to the sky, you see the moon, the stars, and the planet, it didn't make itself. There's an intelligent one, God, who designed that. That's as the man down here designed the watch. Now you will tell me I'm mad. No, I'm not mad. And keep in mind, the one who designed the moon is greater than the watch, you know. I could hold the watch and mash it up, but I can't hold the moon and mash it up because the moon is big as the earth. You see the difference? So that will teach us something, my dear friend. I see that you all will have to learn this lesson the hard way because you all doesn't want to learn it the easy way. You know why? You all doesn't want to learn it the easy way because you all want to be in that intellectual clique. The intellectual clique. You all want to belong to the intellectual club. What is this little Christian boy is getting at? I'm simply saying all your intellectual friends that graduate from the same university of you, the same school, and who have the PhD. They are the bright boys of society in the excellence, higher up there. The bright boys, the bright crops of the society. And they are doctors and lawyers and scientists. You want to be amongst the clubs, amongst the elite. You want to be knocking glass with them. You know why? Because they are denying God and they call themselves Gnostic and atheists. And since they were your schoolmate in class, you want to socialize with them. So you say you're a Gnostic like them. You better leave them out. You better leave them out. When you see them, good day, good night. You better leave them out and start, my dear friend Neil, and you better run and get the Bible, the Holy Words of God, the original King James Bible, and start off in the first book of Genesis where God said, God created the moon, He created the sun, He created the stars, He created the animals, He created Adam, and believe in that, and know that God is the intelligent designer, and God is real, and He brings this universe into existence. Because if you do not do that, as I've instructed you to do, and you tend to deny God, and saying God doesn't exist, but you accept the creation, and you want to knock glass with your intellectual friends who are scientists, of academic, to see yourself amongst them, they will keep on encouraging you to walk in that path of denial. And I, Eric Braxton, do not want you to keep on walking that path of denial. You know why? Because I hear you personally say there's no evidence for God. Well, my dear friend, the evidence is right in front of your face. The creation is the proof that God exists. That is the evidence that God exists. On you have the watch on your hand. On you know that the watch is the evidence the watchmaker will make the watch. Well, the moon is the evidence that God made the moon. You will not escape that fact, my dear friend. And therefore, I'm teaching you that. I'm teaching you that, yes, this little Christian boy way down in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you one time up front, I'm not hiding behind no bush. I don't belong to none of the intellectual club. And the club of academics. They see the bright boys come from, graduate from university. Nothing wrong going to the university, but I don't belong to their club. I'm not part of the clique neither. Because I have no bachelor, I have no PhD, and I have no MA. And I have no intention to go and get that. So you see, one time I have made myself practically clear, I'm not part of none of the intellectual club. The elites of society, the bright boys of society. I'm not part of the club neither. I'm part of the clique. You will see them driving the Mercedes-Benz, nothing wrong with that. When you look at Braxton, you see Braxton walking down the road with my Bible in my hand. Oh yes. Knowing that God created the universe. Why they driving the big car? They denying God. And if I get a big car to drive like them, I will be still saying God exists. My dear friend, I want you to know that. I know that, right? I'm teaching you that lesson because it seems like no one is teaching you, so therefore it is incumbent me to teach you that and bring that fact for you to the fore, to your heart, mind, and soul, to this reality. As I said, my dear friend Neil, and all others like you in the atheist community, my brother, atheist brothers and sisters, as I said, I tend to ring these alarm bells in all your ears. Is wake up call for you all. It's time you all rally to this awareness, to this consciousness that God is real and He exists. And in spite of what all of you all are saying, you all will not change that. You all will not change that. God is real. God exists. He created this universe. And in spite of all what you all are saying, all the debates that you all are having, discussion in fancy forums and auditoriums and on TV and radio, and how much books that you all are writing, you all will not change that fact. God exists and He is real. You all will not change it. You know why? Because I have evidence to prove that you all will not change it. What is the evidence? So simple. Because it have men and women just like you all who live in the 14th and 16th centuries that had the same belief like you all, and that live and they die and they not change it. And that will happen to you all too. You all will live and die, and the moon, the sun will still rise on the east and set in the west as God designed it. And you all will not change that law. I tell you, as I said, if you all attempt to learn that lesson the easy way, then you all have to learn it the hard way. Because these men who live in the 14th centuries, who didn't believe in God, when they was alive, the sun was rising in the east and setting in the west. And all of them die out, that generation die out, and they didn't change that law that God set the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. How God designed it. What that I'm showing, I'm simply showing that God is in charge. And that's what He's teaching mankind. I am in charge. And despite what you all are saying down here, I am the boss. You all will have to learn that lesson the hard way. I already learned it, that lesson perfectly well. And I'm teaching you all that because I want you all to learn it just as I learn it. So shalom peace. See you all in the next video soon. I'm not being rude. I'm being frank, my dear friends. Shalom peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends. Shalom.